at J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Navy midshipmen and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with Coach Newberry before the game. He knows that they are not one of the Power 4 conferences, but they are here to prove they can compete with anyone. His team is fired up and ready to prove they are just as good as this top-ranked team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights. It's setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Cooper. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I think it's hard anytime you're a freshman quarterback trying to get acclimated to the speed of college football, especially this early in the year. But, David, things are going to go faster even today because of this secondary and because of all the playmakers they have on the back end. For this quarterback, he has got to be able to find his rhythm on it.
Well, and I feel kind of sorry for him because the playbook's not even open to him yet, right? Like, this dude's a freshman. He's still learning and trying to see it at the same time, but they're trying to give him more and more responsibility. Tremendous challenge today against the secondary. If you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay. So he's really got to be dialed into that.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. From the gun, not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hartman, keeping his eyes downfield. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you into less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Right side, it's Francis. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Second down coming up. On play action. Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. Good, strong tackle. On a ground to cover here on third and long. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got his man. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Keeps it himself. Pulls it looking for a crease. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him corralled. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hartman. Rush right in his face. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll run it. Got an alley. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Send the tight end in motion. Hand it to the back. And he could not get loose on the run. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They put the brakes on it. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Defense might bring the house here. To the air, it's Hartman. Quickly to the tight end. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. Still on his feet. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Right side, it's Grohl. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Couldn't set his feet.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense. 2nd and long here. Scanning the field, it's Hartman. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Navy will have to punt it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From the gun, the ground game. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of this drive. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working the ground game. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Sets his feet. It's Hartman on the move. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it off. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep the rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense. Continue to chase that QB.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. That's caught. It's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running to the left. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's cracked. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The fake and wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Back's got it on the screen. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Cooper. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping up the big play. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sproul. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Mustangs!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sends it back in motion. Sticks it in his belly. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 25 team, the Michigan State Spartans. Boston College with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Dallas. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Turns out it's Grove. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Hartman. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Navy offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Moves the pocket. It's Hartman. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Back open in the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it on first down. He's past the marker. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Using his feet. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Long way to go on second down. On the option. Doing it himself again. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Left side is Clayton. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Give to the big fullback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looking for the edge. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll pull it on the option and try to do it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Extending the play. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. The give to the big fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Just smothered on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. threat there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Hartman. Still looking. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. Pulls it. Quarterback keep. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Keeps it himself. Keeps it himself. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Navy will have to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. He's got great speed. Wide open. It's a foot race. Touchdown, SMU. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He'll do it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Dropping back, it's Hartman. Turns it upfield and makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the move. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Stopped right there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Run ends there. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got it looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. And he's brought down after a short gain. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Hartman. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. And they'll stop him right there on the return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Going with the counter play here. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run the counter. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with a first down at the 31. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Past the 6. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got his man down the middle. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hartman. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this one.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.